Alright, Shalom. I'm back with another quick video. This particular video, I just briefly wanted to talk about and address not fitting in. Um, Sometimes I get asked, like, do I get tired of being separate from family and the lack of friends and stuff like that, which I never really had a whole bunch of friends when I was in the world anyways. But I get asked, like, do I get weary or tired of being separate from family and separated from them because of the truth and stuff like that? And the answer is no. No, I don't. And the reason is because when you're set apart, you're not going to fit in. You're not going to fit into the world, Um, the scripture tells us, well, if you look at 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, it says that you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. And when you think of all of those things, when you think of what royalty is, that's not something common. That's not something regular, average. That's something that's set to a different level, a different standard. And when you think of the elect of the Most High, everyone is a part of that royal priesthood. But we also know that 2/3 of our people are not going to be a part of that. So, and 2/3 is the majority, and that's what we have to remember. So it's a pretty general, safe rule of thumb to say if majority of the people are doing it, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, that's a good way to gauge what you do. So when you look at the scripture and it tells you how you're a peculiar people, I don't know about everybody else. But when I was growing up, I was always told like I was random, I was weird, I was, because I was always off doing my own thing. Like I was never the type of person to follow a trend. I would do my own thing, and maybe that would become a trend around the people who I was around that I influenced. I remember for 1 year I wore black almost well, no, I wore black every day for almost a year, and I wore so much black clothes to work that people thought that that was the uniform. Like, we had to dress in all black. And my coworkers started wearing all black. So that just goes to show you like how we affect and influence other people. But the point is not so much that's just an example, but more so that as the chosen people, as the elect of the Most High, we set the standard and we set the bar really high because our standard is righteousness. So, in order to move forward, in order to endure, in order to continue to walk upright, you can't be entangled with what's going on in the world. And in Romans 12, 1 and 2 says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be ye not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that perfect, acceptable will of the Most High. So what it tells us to not be conformed to this world, but to be transformed. And to be transformed requires a complete change, because a transformation is something that is completely different from what it once was. So we can't partially be in the world and partially be in the truth. And we can't partially serve the Most High and then partially still be doing our own thing. You're either all the way in or you're all the way out. That's what set apart is. It's not connected to the rest of everything else. It's set aside, it's detached from, it's no longer attached to. So that's why we're not to be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our mind. And the scripture tells us, it gives us a pretty great outline of how we are to do those things. But I also know that for some people, when you live in the day-to-day life and you at work or you at school or you're amongst family or you're amongst associates, whether they be work associates or associates you already had, I know that sometimes you get pressured into feeling like you should partake and participate in certain things and stuff like that. But we have to have boldness, we have to have consistency, and we have to just say no. I'm not for that. I'm not getting down with that. I'm set apart. Like, this is what distinguishes me from you. And it's not uh me versus you type thing. It's not a I'm better than you type thing. It's I'm living for the most high and you're not type thing. And if you think about it like this on such a basic level, if you think about it on a basic level, how what example are you setting for the people that are watching you? Because know that people are watching you, even if they don't even know 100% the type of life you live, and they don't really know about the truth and who we are as a people and stuff like that. If the light of the Most High is in you, if the Most High hand is on you, it's a light shining. So these people are most definitely watching you more than you think. So what example are you setting to these people by being just like them, as opposed to being set apart and giving them an example that they need to follow? Because somebody has to be the light, somebody has to be the example. The blind leading the blind ends up in the ditch. Okay, so we have to take joy in being different, take joy in being set apart. And I mean, when you think about it and how far away our brothers, we're like not close together yet. We're not the community that we will be yet. So you may have somebody that you established a friendship with and the truth, and they're in a state that's 12 hours away or something like that. That's a part of being set apart. It's being separate. It's not a whole bunch of people in the truth, because it's not going to be a whole bunch of people that accept the Most High and submit to Him. So we have to just be encouraged to endure and take joy, take pride in being set apart and not being deceived into participating in worldliness. Because if you're supposed to be the light and you're doing exactly what everybody else is doing, who's the set apart person? Like, where is the standard? How can a seeker distinguish you from everyone else if you're not operating in your set apartness? These are the things we have to take into consideration. And nowhere in the Bible does it say that it's going to be easy. So we need to just dismiss that thought out of our minds, because it's not about being easy. It says those that endure to the end, those are the ones that will be saved. So we have to stop focusing on being comfortable, on being, just like happy go lucky, and focus more so on being content according to the word of the Most High, and being the example that we're supposed to be. Because everybody knows by now, we all know time is short, time is running out. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't even know what's going to happen in the next hour. So, like, we have to come from underneath our rocks and embrace our identities in the Most High, and go out and love and share the love of the Most High with His people that are seeking. So, if you're weird, be weird. If you're random, be random. If they think you're strange, be strange. Do it all unto the Most High. Be righteous. Um, I think regular people are weird. I think they're just zombies. And I think it's weird that someone would want to be a zombie or a clone or something like that. Like, I think that's really, really strange. So, I mean, like, they tell me I'm weird. You're weird too. You just have no idea. You don't want me to tell you what I really think. It's not even important. What's important are these scriptures. What's important is the truth. So yeah, just don't let people phase you with their opinions because their opinions only matter to them. They have no effect on you. They do nothing for you. They bring nothing to the table. Like they are of none effect. So don't let them affect you. Let the Most High affect you and just pour out His Spirit on you, and you just be a blessing to those who are seeking. Just let's do that. Just bless these 1/3 out here, and the 2/3 they'll be dealt with in their time. In the Most High time. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video and wish you all a shalom and blessings.